What's up, gang, and welcome back to another edition of Road Trippin' with the Rudes.
Hi, guys. And if this is your first time tuning in to the Rudes Real Review, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. We have more content coming your way. If you've been riding with us all along, thank you so much. Be sure to join in on the conversation, like this video, share it on your social media platforms. And today's real review is of Disney's The Jungle Cruise. And guys, if this is your first time tuning in, we do not discuss the movie until we are here with you, and we discuss all parts. So there will be spoilers.
That's right.
I don't know if there will be many spoilers with this one, but
I got my little
I'm ready.
jungle trekking hat on. I'm ready.
Corey's got his jungle hat on. I have my Jungle Cruise ears, if you can see them, and I have my Orange Bird Spirit jersey, and I'm rocking it back to front. Shout out to Eat See Magic. She's the one that started this trend.
Yeah.
And I have to wear all my Spirit jerseys backwards.
I mean, that's the way they should be anyway. But look, this was starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt.
Yes.
How you feel about it?
I want to get into the movie and the timeline, but I wasn't sure if The Rock, and this is so crazy as I say it now, I wasn't sure how The Rock was going to pull it off without a Kevin Hart-esque sidekick.
Didn't need it.
Let me tell you, once he gets going, it's like, who else could have been the skipper? I can't imagine anyone else. So the start of the movie, and if you know anything about this iconic ride, the Jungle Cruise is a ride that was near and dear to Walt's heart. So when he did the Jungle Cruise in Disneyland, you get the sprinkles of him. And then there's the Jungle Cruise in Disney World. There's also Jungle Cruise in Hong Kong, I think, and maybe another place that might be missing. But Tokyo. So the Jungle Cruise was inspired by a movie called The African Queen, and it was set in the 30s. Crazy part is this movie was set in 1916. And I think I'm excited about that, and I might be in my Marvel bag, but there's a lot of room for additional sequels for this movie, and I'm here for it. So we meet Emily Blunt, who, it starts off where we're hearing McGregor talk, and he's talking to a commission of people trying to get access to their artifacts, right? And when you saw him, did you think of anything?
Not right off the top of my head. What you got?
So he was talking about the Tears of the Moon and the Amazon River. He was giving me Brandon Fraser vibes.
Oh, so
and I've never watched The Mummy. You guys can come for me in the comments, but I felt like this was giving me Mummy, National Treasure, Jumanji, Pirates of the Caribbean, all of that energy.
All of that.
Yeah, definitely. So
it was all of them wrapped in.
It was amazing. And then you see where we meet Emily Blunt, who's Dr. Lily Houghton, and she's taking the arrow, right? But it's so good. The fight scenes, or when she's moving with the ladder, from start to finish, this was action-packed, but in a really good way.
And I know this was right up your alley. The cheesy humor. That's your style. You love that.
You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So you meet the villain, who is Prince Joachim, right? And he, when you see him, you're like, wait a minute, he looks really familiar. He actually played the detective in Judas and the Black Messiah. So if you haven't seen that, that's a must watch, and definitely watch our review for Judas and the Black Messiah. We'll include that on there. But he's one of those actors that you've seen everywhere, and he plays good roles where you're like, okay, very familiar. But
yeah, my Marvel heads will be on. I thought he was Foggy which is Daredevil's sidekick in the Netflix Daredevil
he wasn't
show.
though, was he?
Nah, it's not.
No,
but he
okay.
they look exactly alike to me.
Yeah.
Foggy's a little heavier, but I thought maybe he lost a little weight for the role. So I'm like, but it's not him. I had to look that up.
So you meet Dr. Lily, and then you meet her brother who was talking originally, McGregor. I love that combination.
Okay.
I love the brother-sister bond. He doesn't want to go. He has zero desire. He's not about this life. Mm-hmm. She follows like in her dad's footsteps and that adventure. So she wants to get the arrow for the Tears of the Moon. And this is like a big adventure.
She wants to use it to heal.
To heal people. But like, she's taking risks left and right. She's a woman wearing pants in 1916. And that becomes a theme. Like, they talk about it throughout the movie.
Yeah. The Rock even calls her pants.
Yes, he calls her pants. They get to Brazil. You see, like, you hear the start of The Rock, a.k.a. the skipper, speaking. And he's giving you lines from the actual Jungle Cruise. Mm-hmm. Right? So, like, the toucan joke, only two can play. Seriously, guys, it was, so funny.
Yeah, the callbacks to the actual ride was perfect.
It was.
If you're a Disney fan and you love the Jungle Cruise, this is definitely going to be the movie for you.
Let me tell you something, guys. Every time you hear now, the backside of the water, you're going to think of The Rock. And if you haven't, you can absolutely enjoy this movie if you've never been on the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
But if you've been on the Jungle Cruise,
it makes it better.
You know how much the skipper matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think my favorite skipper that we had, her name was Sean.
Okay.
She was like, hysterical. But it's like those dad jokes. Mm-hmm. Which I'm all about a good dad joke. You guys know that.
No, listen, overall, the action was good. The comedy, the timing of the comedy was good.
Yes.
Like, everything overall was good. I'm going to give a slight spoiler because you find out who The Rock is towards the end.
Yeah.
Which on that aspect of it, it gives you rewatchability. Because when you go back with the knowledge of who The Rock really is.
Who Frank. Yeah. Skipper Frank is. Yeah. And he's got a Jaguar, pet Jaguar. You've got, I thought it was great because he's got this one just tired boat. And it's a nod to the current boats, but then they have Nilo, who owns a fleet of boats, which it doesn't have the stripes of the older boats, but it still looks more like the
Disney
older
World, Disneyland boats.
Older boats. It's action-packed. They're on the Amazon, which they're looking for something on the Amazon. But if you know the ride, there are nods to multiple different rivers. So that, to me, lets me know that there's a possibility for other movies and other adventures.
Sure.
So this one was the Amazon. They might do the Congo next. They might do the Nile,
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I am here for it. The scenes, the comedy.
Going into it, I was like, man, this is just going to be Disney's version of Jumanji. And it actually wasn't.
No. It was so good. So you have, on the ship, you have McGregor, you have Dr. Lily, and you have Frank, the skipper. And the dynamic of those three is golden.
Yep.
It really is golden because you have The Rock, who's like easygoing, kind of scammer type, the first scammer. You have her, Lily, Dr. Lily, who's super intense about what she's doing. And then you have her brother, who is just here for the ride. And so his take is kind of like how we would be like, okay, no, we didn't sign up for this. Right? They're being chased by Prince Joachim throughout this. Dude's got a submarine.
Yeah,
he's got buku bread.
In the Amazon, though, is the funniest part about it.
I know. I feel like everything was so good. Mm-hmm. Every moment was so
very
funny.
Solid movie.
Very solid.
Very solid.
And here's the thing, guys. We normally watch our movies with the closed caption on so that we can kind of scrutinize everything. And we did not do that with this. And I'm glad that we didn't, because I think reading would have messed up the delivery of some of the dad jokes.
Yeah.
So
the timing of them.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so glad that, we just watched it. There was a thing that might be an Easter egg. Comment down below. But when The Rock brings out the alcohol, I thought it was going to be his tequila. Mm-hmm. What is his tequila? Terramana. But it wasn't. It said Kemp Brothers Whiskey. And I was like, is that a nod to Kemp Powers? I didn't see him in any of the credits. I could have missed it. But Kemp Powers is the gentleman that was also a part of Soul. If you go to our website, you can check my blog about Kemp Powers and how amazing he is. We'll make sure to include that information. Mm-hmm. But I was ready to watch another one.
Yeah.
And this was not, we didn't even get through the movie. And I was like, sold, just sign me up. And then we met Trader Sam. Mm-hmm. What did you think about Trader Sam?
Now, I knew that was Trader Sam from the door. I just had a feeling that is Trader Sam.
When you meet Trader Sam, Trader Sam is played by actress Veronica Falcone, who plays the Queen Pen in The Queen of the South and many other shows. But her voice is just so distinct.
Yeah, Nicole knew who it was right away.
I was so hyped. I was so excited. Literally, we could have a whole other movie just on Trader Sam's crew alone. So I love seeing Trader Sam. It was giving me Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right?
The whole time I was getting a lot, especially once they got on the boat and on the river and everything, I was really getting Pirates of the Caribbean.
Even some of the conquistadors that are coming back up. So, and guys, here's what I want to know your thought. So, we often go back to movies that we watched as children and watch them with the girls. Mm-hmm. If they let us watch the whole thing without clowning us as far as how it visually looks.
Yeah.
And as I was watching all of the insects and the animals, I thought, this looks really good and really believable. And then we went back and we saw The Little Rascals.
Yeah.
And we saw how nutty the bubbles coming out of Alfalfa's mouth looked.
Yeah.
So I hope that this ages well.
I don't know. The Jaguar looked too computer generated.
Did it?
To me, yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to come back 10 years and be like, yo, we believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think they did it too much. So that it's took up the whole movie.
Right.
So that's my only gripe, is that I don't know if it's going to age well from that standpoint.
CGI.
Yeah, the CGI. What do you think?
It should. The only concern I had was the cat.
Yeah.
Man, that cat looks... It looked good, but it still looked CGI at the same time. It didn't look like the Jungle Book. Those look like the live action Jungle Book looked like live action. Yeah. Those animals looked official.
But I love the fact that I think this movie was the closest to Dwayne Johnson being authentically Dwayne Johnson
himself, yeah.
If you go back to when he was a wrestler for the WWE and he's playing his little guitar and he's doing the banter with the puns, this was giving you that energy, and he sold us because he was in his element. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was natural.
He was in his element.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I'm sure them shooting this was... I would have liked to see some behind the
outtakes.
Scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them shooting it, I know they had to have a great time.
I'm definitely down to see some outtakes. I am definitely going to watch this again. It's super funny. Ella loved it. I think it's one of those where everybody in the family could watch. Mm-hmm. It could also be a date night with a couple glasses of wine because... the humor is there. And I'm so glad that it was Dwayne Johnson and it wasn't like a Kevin Hart thing. Sorry, guys. I'm not like slamming Kevin Hart. I show him some love in our fatherhood review. You can check that out. But I'm now at the point where I don't know what The Rock can't do. That's just where I'm at with it. And I need to see more. Like, I need to see it just like Pirates of the Caribbean, where we're having multiple ones. Comment down below if you were like Pirates of the Caribbean person or National Treasure. That was mine.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I never seen it until I got with Nicole. And Nicole's like, you never seen National Treasure? I'm like, nah, what do I want to watch this dude running around in the museum for?
I'm like, first of all, it's a national treasure.
But after I watched it, I'm like, yo, all of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Dope.
So I think this has the potential to do that. I'm really looking forward to it. And I will say this much. I'm so glad after surviving, and we did not do a review for this. We survived it and we did not do it. After surviving Fast 9, which was something like a slow death. I'm so glad The Rock left that franchise. I'm so glad The Rock left that franchise. You know what, Rock? I'm glad you stuck to the rivers and the lake that you're used to and got off that sinking ship. Yeah. I'm here all day, guys. I've got puns all day.
Next time we see him, he'll probably be beating up Superman as Black Adam.
I'm not ready to talk about his role in DC.
Okay.
I will say this. If you have not done so already, be sure to watch this movie. Its rewatchability is high. It's super funny. Turn up the volume so you can hear the jokes. I don't want to overtalk it. I want you guys to watch it, or if you watched it, watch it again. Tell us what you think.
How many steamboats you give it?
Not the steamboats. You know me, I'm team tires all day. Road trip with the roots. But out of 5 tires, I give it a 4. A solid 4.
Yeah. I've been ranking stuff kind of high. So I got to get back being my modest self.
Guys, what does that mean?
It's a 3.5 for me.
Which
is still good.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
Given some of the things that we've survived, such as Fast 9.
No, 3.5 to maybe a 4. Yeah. It's in there. It's in that range. I like it.
Now, we did watch it. It's available on Disney Plus Premier Access, or it's available in the theaters. We did watch this one at home. I don't think this was one that I needed to see in the theaters.
Well, I feel like I got the living room set up so nice that you don't need to go to the theater regardless. Radio
Shack over here. You hear this? But I think it's definitely one to watch, and it was super fun.
No, it is.
So we didn't overtalk it. We didn't tell you the end, so wasn't full on spoilers. But listen, comedy, action, just visually great, solid movie.
And the twist. Couple twists and turns along the way. I love
twists and shouts.
Yeah.
And it like you have a tunnel scene which takes you to like the Disney World version of the ride. I'm here for it, guys. I was definitely a fan.
I think you can even be a fan without ever being on the ride, too.
Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't appreciate the Pirates of the Caribbean ride until after the series.
Okay.
So this is absolutely one of those that you can watch the movie and then, once outside's done being crazy, if you experience the ride, you'll really appreciate it. I love it. I say you have to watch it. If you enjoyed our take on it and you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Like this video. We'll have more coming your way. If you're not doing so already, be sure to follow us on social media at Road Trippin' with the Roots. We've got some exciting stuff coming up. Be sure to check our stories. We're always on our adventures. When we're not watching movies, we're road tripping. So come along with us. That's it, guys. I think this was a good one. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, same.
All right, guys. Until the next time.
Keep tripping.
Bye.